I think the track day operation that they're running here is one of the best I've seen. I'm very, very impressed.
For a track car, there's just absolutely nothing better. It is such fun. They give you the feeling of speed yet control. You're close to the ground. You've got the open top. The road holding ability is just phenomenal. Just completely phenomenal.
It's just sensational. I mean, these things, they look like race cars, they behave like race cars, but they're actually a lot easier to drive than they look. And they're not intimidating at all. And the more you learn, the better they go.
Wayne, your impressions of driving a Radical in anger?
It's a lot of fun. Look, they're great cars. They're very well balanced, well managed, and it's a pleasure to drive.
All our drivers tend to be arrive and drive. They own their own car, but are run by teams or individuals. But this sort of concept of arrive and drive with the track day scene is something you don't see much of in the UK. If you can just turn up, have fun for half a day, pack up and go, that suits our typical customer down to the ground, I would imagine.
I like the concept of the arrive and drive, so that you can just drive out to the course and the car's all prepared, ready to go. If little things happen during the day, you can get fine-tuned, and then at the end of the day you pack up your gear and go home, and the car's beautifully looked after. I think the kind of cooperative style of everyone really helps, and they're all a great bunch of guys.
I am an arrive and drive customer. I find that it's difficult enough to make race days and track days than actually have the time to arrange for maintenance and the rest of it. The guys out here, all I have to do is make a phone call, the car's prepped, I pull up, I get in and I drive.
Conventionally, motor racing, you turn up on the Thursday, you then have to do some testing, you sit around, you analyse the data, you then qualify on Saturday morning and you race on Sunday afternoon. And, it takes a lot of time. If you can compress all of that fun into half a day or a day, then, that's good for everyone, I think.
It's exactly like being in a golf club. You just turn up, pick up your clubs and go for a few laps. It's great. It really is excellent.
Great way to learn how to race, how to drive around the track pretty well, because you have a person alongside you who actually can teach you with radio controlled speaking, and also give you all the tips to do it properly.
I think there's a friendly rivalry out there with the guys, and it's a good group of guys. So whilst it is competitive, everyone's quite good out there in terms of track etiquette and behaviour and so on. So it's a good series to be part of.
I've been in the service 2 years now. I purchased a car in April '08 after having done 3 track days with the Radicals, and then after doing that, spent another 3 days doing track days and entered the 6 hour, ARDC 6 hour. So I was racing fundamentally six days after I bought the car, and it's been a huge learning experience, and I'm still learning.
We are unique. We don't have any direct competition. Yes, there are other cars to drive, other boats to play with, but the thing that's unique about our car is it's a genuine two-seater. 2 reasonably sized large people can get in it, yet it performs pretty much like a very serious single-seater car. So you're mixing very high performance, you're mixing genuine two-seater, and you're adding to that safety, which is a rather important thing for our customer base, which is why this year we've got our cars through the full FIA crash test, very similar test to our Le Mans car or Formula One car. So I think you get all of those ingredients together and nobody else is offering that.
Well, compared to, say, some of the other type of form of racing, it's pretty reasonable, very reasonable. I mean, if, say, some of the guys go into the sports sedans and go into buying Porsches and stuff like that, you can spend a hell of a lot of money, probably about 5 or 6 times more than what these are worth. But these are very economical. I mean, they're light on tyres, they don't chew them up that much because they're so light, and they're a very, very good car. Economically, I think it's a very good way of doing a bit of racing.
Oh, look, I guess it's an expensive pastime, but I think compared to what other drivers pay for a full year, I think it's quite competitive. It'll be a full 8 race calendar. only one major breakage, and it's been really good. I think it's been fairly cost effective.
So you are now the winner of the second ever standalone radical race in Australia. You've made history.
Hey, that's fantastic. Me and who else? The history makers?